powerful lightning strikes and violent storms to earthquakes and devastating floods. Nature never stops reminding us how extraordinary our planet truly is. Today, we're diving into some of the rarest and most incredible moments ever captured on camera. Let's get started. The familiar landscape can become completely unrecognizable after floodwaters unleash their full force. The flooding in the Atacama Desert shows that even one of the driest places on Earth can experience severe flooding when rainfall exceeds normal conditions. Flash floods aren't just fast-moving water. At high speeds, they also carry mud rocks, trees, and debris, dramatically increasing their destructive power. Nature doesn't have to fight to prove its power. A single storm, flood, or earthquake is enough to change everything. It almost seems as though gravity is always on the flood side, and when the landscape joins forces with it, it's a race that's incredibly difficult for people to win. When Mother Ocean unexpectedly reaches the shore, its power can quickly become something beyond human control. This time, Mother Ocean didn't just leave behind unforgettable memories. She also delivered the restaurant owner a repair bill they never wanted. Floodwater is like nature's giant broom, sweeping across everything in its path and leaving unforgettable scenes behind. Floods aren't just about rising water. They're a reminder that nature is often more powerful than anything we can control. For Japan, 2011 remains deeply etched in memory, a year when the waves told a powerful story about the immense force of the ocean. Energy from a storm far out at sea can travel hundreds of miles across the water, creating waves powerful enough to leave anyone in awe. Are you the kind of viewer who enjoys watching videos like this on a big screen to catch every incredible detail? If nature had a debt collector, flash floods would probably be the one doing the job with the most force. It looks like Mother Nature decided to help this woman with the cleanup, but her version involved a flash flood. Have you ever set off fireworks yourself? What's the most important safety lesson you've learned? It seems some drivers treat a red light as a suggestion, when in reality it's a very clear command to stop. Taking a quick walk around your vehicle before you leave can help prevent ending your trip with an expensive repair bill. It looks like both drivers misplaced the traffic rule book somewhere, while the intersection was still waiting for them to read the correct page. Oh my goodness. Just one more inch, and this story could have ended very differently.
Whoa, beautiful, beautiful. Hello? Hello, gorgeous.
Sometimes you're not the one watching the ocean. The ocean is watching you through the eyes of an orca.
Beautiful. Hey, hello. Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
Not every encounter in nature begins with caution. Sometimes simply sharing the same direction is enough to create a journey together. If this were a driving test, what score do you think the examiner would give this driver? It seems even the man himself never expected to become the main character in a moment that would leave everyone holding their breath. If there were an award for the fastest reflexes today, these two would definitely be finalists. Have you ever experienced a moment you'll never forget like this? Share your story in the comments.
Dude, don't go outside.
If you can hear thunder, the storm is already close enough for lightning to be a danger.
Oh my God!
When Mother Nature decided to drop in on this young couple, she certainly chose a greeting they'll never forget. On July 9th, a magnitude 4.8 earthquake struck Gao County in Yibin, Sichuan Province, China. When an earthquake begins, it's not the time to search for instructions online. Being prepared in advance is always the smarter choice. Sometimes it's the patience of days of steady rainfall that has the greatest impact. Do we have any geologists watching? We'd love to hear your explanation of how a sinkhole like this forms. Are you ready to explore some of the most incredible moments nature created today? This customer didn't walk in to go shopping. It looked more like they came to rearrange the entire store in their own unique way. The electrical current in a lightning bolt can travel at speeds of up to about 62,000 miles per second, completing its journey in just a tiny fraction of a second.
Oh my God! Oh my fucking God!
Earth is like a giant living organism taking a breath, and sometimes one small shift is enough to remind us how small we really are. One lightning flash set a world record by stretching more than 430 miles long enough to span multiple cities in a single instant. Living at the foot of a mountain is a bit like living beside a giant. Peace can last for years, but being prepared is always essential. Mother Nature decided to keep this vehicle on the road in the most direct way possible. Water is one of the main architects behind many sinkholes. Over time, groundwater slowly dissolves limestone, creating enormous underground voids. I always think that the moment you see the ground beginning to collapse like this, the first thing to do is leave the area as quickly as possible. What explodes at a gas station isn't the liquid gasoline underground. It's the gasoline vapor mixed with air that ignites from even a tiny spark. For young children, the best safety system isn't always advanced technology. Sometimes it's simply an adult holding their hand at the right moment. What are you watching today's video on a phone, a computer, or a big screen? If there were a marathon for escaping danger, this man might have just secured the gold medal. Winter always tests drivers, and black ice is one of the most unpredictable challenges on the road. This was probably the fastest unloading job imaginable, but also one of the most expensive for the driver. Luck must have been working overtime to help this young man escape such an unbelievable situation. Do you think this happened because of a construction mistake, an inspection failure, or something completely unexpected? I doubt this visitor expected such an enthusiastic welcome. Fear can become the most dangerous passenger in any vehicle because it often takes away the driver's ability to stay in control. As little as 6 inches of fast-moving floodwater can knock an adult off their feet and sweep them away.
Phew!
Like living arrows across the sea, this pod of dolphins races alongside the boat, turning the ocean into a giant racetrack. Not every gift from the ocean arrives with the crashing waves. Sometimes its greatest gift is the quiet sense of peace it offers. That size might surprise anyone, but this gentle giant seems far more interested in enjoying a peaceful morning swim with a new friend. Moments like these remind us that no matter how advanced our technology becomes, we still have to respect the laws of nature. In your opinion, what's the most frightening part of a flood? Its speed, its power, or how unpredictable it can be? This road probably never signed up to become a stream, but Mother Nature had other plans. Hail isn't the same as snow. Each hailstone forms from multiple layers of ice, much like the growth rings inside a tree. Some disasters don't happen in a matter of seconds. They're the result of changes quietly building for days before everything finally gives way. I honestly don't understand why they stayed so close when nature had already shown clear warning signs that a landslide was possible. It seems this road picked a terrible time to retire, but at least it waited until no one was driving across it. It looks like this mountain just started an extreme weight loss program. Unfortunately, it's a little too aggressive. Riverbanks are constantly changing. A river doesn't just flow through the landscape, it continuously reshapes it by eroding one area while depositing sediment in another. If you were in this situation, what would be your first priority? Repairs, cleanup, or calling your insurance company? Nature just opened an outdoor classroom where the lessons on gravity and ground stability are happening right before our eyes. This truck just became one of the strongest reminders that a red light is not a suggestion. I believe our eyes aren't just for admiring beautiful views, they're also our first line of defense against danger. Do you agree that safe road crossing habits should be taught and reinforced not just for children, but for people of every age? From now on, I'm sure this man will remember this terrifying moment every time he waits to cross the street. That reaction was so impressive, I'd almost believe this man has martial arts training. Speed has never been a trustworthy companion on the road. It puts not only you at risk, but everyone around you. Not every dangerous road looks dangerous. Sometimes it's the combination of speed and road conditions that creates the biggest threat. It almost feels as though Lady Luck was standing right beside this man, helping him avoid an unbelievable close call. A dam holds back the power of an entire river, and once its limits are exceeded, nature quickly takes back control. The star of this moment is a truly remarkable bird. Do you recognize what species it is? It looks like Idaho's biggest community gathering today wasn't held in a town hall, but right on the highway with more than 2,500 furry guests. Every curve asks a question, and the right answer is written in the calmness of the driver behind the wheel. It looks like the braking system did an outstanding job today. It certainly deserves a thank you from the driver. Tonight's dinner had one very unexpected guest, and the homeowner definitely didn't make a reservation for it. Have you ever waited at a red light in a spot that made you feel as uncomfortable as this one? I think the construction team may also need to take a closer look at their share of the responsibility in this incident. A pressure cooker isn't dangerous because of heat. It's dangerous because of trapped pressure. A heavy truck has much larger blind spots than most people realize. That's why you should never drive too close alongside one or linger near its sides. Make a habit of checking your brakes so every trip can end as safely as it began. When nature speaks, it doesn't need words. One moment is enough to change everything. If there's one place water negotiates with first, it's the land along a riverbank. Just watching the floodwaters tear through clusters of trees shows how quickly nature can reshape an entire stretch of river. On a scale of 1 to 10, how lucky do you think this man was? Dolphins are among the most intelligent marine animals. When they feel safe, they may approach people out of pure curiosity and even seem to play alongside them. An old tree became the world's biggest back scratcher, while this brown bear enjoyed its own outdoor spa day. It looks like their eyes won the race against danger today. Spotting a hazard early is a real superpower. It seems Lady Luck just finished an outstanding shift, but she'd probably also like this young man to review the rules for crossing the street before next time. Roads don't have a pause button, so don't let distraction become a passenger on your journey. Oh no. Did this moment make you laugh too? Sometimes nature has its own version of a luxury tax. With one swift dive, this seagull turned an expensive steak into its own prize. A huge flock of migrating sandhill cranes stopped to refuel along the Platte River in Nebraska on March 23rd. It's almost as if Mother Nature is pouring concrete across the Swiss Alps using nothing but her own immense power. That day in California, drivers weren't dealing with an ordinary traffic jam. They were stopped by a gigantic visitor descending from the mountainside. During the second half of February 2025, more than 640,000 olive ridley sea turtles came ashore to nest on Rushakulia Beach in Odisha, India. Would you love to visit British Columbia someday and experience scenery like this with your own eyes? When the ground begins to shake, knowledge and staying calm are two of the most valuable tools you can have.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door here, but it doesn't. Fire drill guys, I want that
Water sloshed violently out of a swimming pool after a magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck Manila and surrounding areas in the Philippines on April 22nd. Moments like this show just how much of a difference a railroad crossing warning system can make. Don't think of crossings gates as obstacles. They're the last line of defense standing between you and an oncoming train. How long has it been since you last had your vehicle's brakes inspected and serviced? Don't let speed decide your journey. Let patience and control get you home safely. On April 8th, a hydraulic excavator being transported on a truck struck a railway bridge in Dublin, Ireland. Watch this clip carefully. Can you spot what caused the trash bin to suddenly come flying toward the camera? You can't predict every situation on the road, but you can always choose to stay calm before reacting. Don't let impatience follow you through an intersection. A few extra seconds of patience can prevent a lifetime of regret. Have you ever left a place simply because you had a feeling something wasn't right? It seems the building gave everyone a warning through small falling pieces of debris, and fortunately, people recognized the message in time. Mother Nature loves decorating rooftops with snow, but sometimes that beautiful gift becomes heavier than the structure was designed to bear. Oh my goodness. It is incredibly fortunate that no one was standing there at that exact moment. On November 14th, a flock of flamingos was spotted on Lake Karakol near Aktau, Kazakhstan, moving in perfect harmony during their southward migration. If you've been looking for a reason to plan your next adventure, this view might be all the inspiration you need. Flash floods are especially dangerous because they develop so quickly that many communities have little time to evacuate safely.
Oh god, that's dangerous.
Here's an interesting fact. Winds of around 40 miles per hour, 65 kilometers per hour can snap large tree branches and make it extremely difficult for motorcyclists to maintain control. As wind rushes over a roof, it lowers the air pressure above it, creating an upward lifting force that can pull the roof away from the structure. It seems this visitor forgot the restaurant's first rule: use the front door instead of making a brand new entrance. Dust fills the air, promptly erupts beneath pounding hooves, and thousands of wildebeest surge forward together, creating a scene worthy of a Hollywood epic. Commercial airliners don't have a transmission like a car. Once the brakes are released, even a slight slope or a gentle push from the wind can slowly set a plane weighing hundreds of tons in motion.
Holy crap.
Do we have any pilots watching us flying a seaplane? One of the most demanding forms of piloting.
Did you keep recording when it went over too?
Airspace is carefully managed, yet this moment shows how even a small deviation can leave everyone holding their breath. Every mistake leaves behind a lesson. For the engineering team, this was probably the kind of real-world experience no handbook could ever replace. Spending a few minutes securing your boat before heavy rain or flooding arrives can save countless hours of repairs, effort, and expense later. Yosemite looked as though it had put on a brand new coat, with every stream of snow becoming another brushstroke from Mother Nature.
Yep, I got it. Yo, I will airdrop this video to you for...
On April 17th, stunning aerial footage captured a massive school of salmon during their annual migration off the coast of Western Australia. This might just be the world's most crowded apartment complex. Every inch of the cliff seems to have been claimed by a resident red crab.
Oh my god. Don't panic.
Skiers waiting for the lift in Courmayeur, Italy, got a terrifying surprise on February 17th when a cloud of snow from a nearby avalanche swept over the lift area.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Breathe. Just breathe. Calm down. Breathe. 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 Breathe.
On March 23rd, scaffolding from a heritage-listed bridge on the south coast of New South Wales collapsed into a fast-flowing, flood-swollen creek.
Oh my god, he's going in the water. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Get out! Get out! Get out!
Flooded roads can hide far more danger than you can see. Sometimes the safest decision is to stop and turn around instead of trying to drive through. Never challenge floodwater. The safest choice is always to keep your distance and leave the danger zone. Hopefully, drivers in Aurora, Colorado had comprehensive insurance before Mother Nature decided to pay a visit. Large hailstones can fall at speeds of over 100 miles per hour, delivering tremendous impact in just a matter of seconds. Heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they simply make the right decision within 2 seconds. Many traffic rules were written in response to hard-earned lessons, and using designated crosswalks is one of the most important. Don't let momentum decide where your vehicle goes. On wet roads, slowing down before entering a curve is always the safer choice. Don't start your vehicle just because you're in a hurry. Make sure both the car and the driver are truly ready for the journey. Don't let a small piece of hardware become the cause of a major accident on the road. After this incident, I doubt the sidewalk will ever feel like a relaxing place for this man again. Sometimes the biggest challenge of the day isn't sitting down, it's figuring out how to get back out of the chair. This bottle of wine apparently couldn't wait any longer and decided to uncork itself as if reminding everyone the celebration had officially begun. Against the force of nature, outdoor furniture can become little more than toys blown away by the wind.
That was a magnitude 5.8.
Who needs the ocean to see waves of magnitude 5.8? Earthquake in Christchurch was powerful enough to make an entire lake surge and ripple.
And this is their kitchen.
It almost looks as though this stingray is waving on behalf of Mother Ocean, greeting the lucky people who get to witness the moment. That day, nature tried its hand at creating living art, and thousands of flamingos became its most talented painters. I believe that even in a repair garage, proper protective gear is still your most reliable layer of defense. A downed power line sparked a fire in Naples, Florida on September 28th. Lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from the center of a thunderstorm. So even if it isn't raining where you are, you may still be at risk. It looks like Mother Nature wanted to say hello to this man. She just chose a greeting that was a little too close for comfort. No matter how strong our buildings become, nature always finds a way to remind us who's really in charge. Security camera footage from March 4th captured powerful winds tearing the roof off a home in the outskirts of Cobden, New Zealand. A tidy yard before a storm isn't just about appearances, it also reduces the risk of loose objects becoming dangerous airborne debris. It took people centuries to build this town, yet nature needed only thousands of wings to transform the sky above it into a masterpiece. If beauty has limits, this remarkable creature may have stepped beyond every one of them. Does this moment remind you of an experience you'll never forget? Are you watching this video with your morning coffee during the afternoon or late at night?
Snow.
If the wind could be stubborn, this would be the perfect silent argument between it and this woman. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe so you can join us for even more incredible moments from the natural world.
You know, you're very lucky. This is the first time they do.
Every year, Christmas Island's red crabs migrate to breed. Special crab bridges help them cross roads safely, reducing collisions with vehicles. In my opinion, spreading salt on roads during winter remains one of the simplest and most effective ways to improve safety. If there were a competition for catching falling objects, this employee just earned an impressive score. Snow-covered ground has a way of surprising you, especially when black ice is hiding beneath that thin white layer.
Bitch, if you laugh, I'll murder you.
Every step deserves your attention because it only takes one loss of balance to turn a familiar walkway into the scene of an accident.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Passengers at Dorchester South Station in Dorset were forced to evacuate after an electrical explosion occurred beneath one of the train cars. The night sky lit up like a giant fireball after a DHL cargo aircraft from Germany crashed into a building near Vilnius Airport in Lithuania. Does the place where you live ever experience winter storms this intense? Winter put on a dramatic display in Toronto, Canada, Within just a few hours, heavy snow blanketed the city and made travel extremely difficult. The natural world always finds a way to make us stop for a few seconds and simply say, "That's unbelievable." This breathtaking phenomenon is called a murmuration, when thousands of starlings fly in coordinated formations to avoid predators and share information, creating spectacular patterns in the sky. I've always considered earthquakes one of nature's most unpredictable disasters because they can strike with little to no warning. This time of year in the United States, which natural hazards require people to stay the most alert. It almost looks as if someone switched on instant construction mode for the entire mountainside, except no one wanted this project to appear. It almost seems as though Mother Nature decided to hold an exam in the sky, and those pilots had to stay calm to pass it. Thunderstorms form when the sun heats the ground warm, moist air rises to build towering clouds, and temperature differences turn them into powerful weather engines. Time for a challenge. How many crabs can you count in this shot? In the ocean, wherever life gathers, predators are never far behind. It's a balance that has shaped marine ecosystems for millions of years. I hope today's video gave you a deeper appreciation for the beauty and power of the natural world. If you enjoyed these incredible moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for even more amazing discoveries in the videos ahead.